Hi.
Good evening and welcome to Business Growth Challenge bonus workshop of April 2025. So, for the past 5 days, we have been working on small challenges, each designed to create unique insights about your business. And today's workshop has been specifically designed to help you understand the insights about challenges 2 to 4 that we have been doing. So, before we proceed, I would like to give you a small activity. So, I had mentioned all of you to get in a piece of paper. I hope you all have it. So, the first task that I have for you is I want you to just pick up that paper, fold it into two. Tasneem, please do come on camera because you will have to show me how you have folded it and I'll be checking it shortly. Once you're done folding it into two, I want you to fold it again. And then again fold it into two. So totally you are folding it thrice. If you're done folding it, can you just please pick it up and show it to me? Let me see how we have done. Yes, Sumaira, can you show it to me? Okay. Can you please open that paper now? Open it fully. Okay. Now I want you to fold it again. Fold it into half. One more time. And one more time. Open it. We are going to repeat this again. But this time when you fold the paper, I want you to observe how you're folding the paper. Let's start. Fold it into half. Fold it into half again. And then one more time. Okay. So Humaira, since you are on camera, I'll speak with you. So my question for you is, why did you get the same shape every single time when you folded it?
I guess because the outline got a bit more darker,
Okay.
so it got easier to fold it in the same way again and again.
Okay. So I mentioned when the third time when we were repeating this activity, I asked you to make a conscious look at how we are actually folding the paper. What did you observe then?
I started observing previously I had just folded in haste, and then after that I started becoming more aware of how I was doing it.
Okay. Okay. So now my question for you here is, I only said fold the paper into half. I never said you should be using the same pattern again and again. But did you notice you ended up folding the paper in the same way every single time?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, why we did this right now is you got one specific output all the three times because you were working in one specific way all those three times.
Right.
How does that relate with our workshop here? So basically, when we start working on our business, what happens is without us consciously realizing, just like you said, for the first two times, you were not aware of how you were going about it, but you just went about the action. Just like we didn't realize it consciously earlier, we keep doing those actions in a specific way towards our business. And as a result of that, what happens is that we get specific outcomes in our business. There is no change in the outcomes. So the result is if you want to change the outcome here, whether it is in just folding this piece of paper or with respect to anything in your life and in your business, you need to change the way you work. And that is why this business growth challenge is designed in such a way that For the first 2 3 days, we are only focusing on where you were currently, where what you did in the past, and how you can take a part of it into your future. And then we are delving more in deeper into your business, starting with today. Okay. So with that note, let me take you through the agenda for today's session. So the agenda for today is we will be discussing the underlying secrets of challenge number 2, 3, and number 4. So we just finished this game, and I told you what exactly we were learning. The thing is, when we keep doing same things in our business, the outcome that we receive is always going to be the same. So if we have to get a different outcome, we have to change the outcome. So on that note, let's go to challenge number two's insights. So challenge number two, I mentioned, it's upgrade your stage. So Tasneem, if you're available back on camera, I would be speaking to you.
Yes.
Can you please come on camera, because others would also have to see you. And remember, visibility is the first thing for entrepreneurs. With visibility is what is going to come. Your business is going to come. Are you there on
Yes,
camera?
just one moment.
Yeah. I hope you've submitted your challenge number 2.
Yes, I've submitted all 4.
Okay. So can you tell me what was the outcomes you submitted for challenge number 2?
Challenge 2
Was
was
upgrade your stage.
I'll have to go
We
back.
were discussing on how you can increase the impact and reach of something that you're already doing in your business currently.
Uh,
That's okay. If you don't remember, no problem.
no, I
But I
don't
would like to
remember.
ask you this question now. So,
Okay, yeah, okay, I find it. I found it. I found it.
yeah.
So I have mentioned virtual training. Current
Hmm.
reach is global. Impact is 7 to 10 individuals.
Okay.
And the for the 10x business, I would want to still be virtually global and
Okay.
also offer offline delivery in pan India, and
Okay.
maybe close up to 100 clients per month to begin with.
Perfect. Okay. So, what do you think is the insight behind this challenge? What was the purpose behind this challenge?
Um, to identify what the current situation is and
Okay.
what our future goal is,
Okay.
get that
Perfect.
consciousness that
Hmm.
this is what we are aiming at.
Okay. So, when I discussed for challenge number 1, if you notice, I said every challenge that we do here has a deeper meaning. What you just said now is yes, it's visible in the plain sight. It helps you plan what you can do next. But there's also a deeper meaning for this challenge. Can you take a small guess at it?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Humaira, would you like to take a guess at it?
I think once you identify where you want to go
Hmm.
and how you want to impact others, you can probably take steps towards achieving that.
Okay, so that is one thing that we know straight away from this challenge. But this challenge has a deeper meaning. The idea behind this challenge is to help you see for the 10x growth of your business, you don't have to go hunt for some new product or new service that you can deliver. Whatever can help you achieve that reach is already something that you are providing. So if you are coaching students, say providing training sessions, you don't have to learn some other new kind of service that you can go deliver to the students. All you have to do is maximize the impact and reach that you can achieve through this training of yours. Okay, you don't have to come up with any new product, any new service. Remember Haldiram's example, they started with one small snack. And if you have heard of Thyrocare, they started with one small gland and testing related to that gland. All that he did was just one small gland. From there, they started maximizing their reach and their impact. And that's how Thyrocare went on to become a pan India brand. Similarly, for you to become that pan India brand or a global brand that you want to become, you should focus on maximizing the reach and impact of the product or the service you have. The science behind this goes like this. If you have heard of Pareto principle, any of you have heard of Pareto principle? Pareto principle says that 80% of the results that you get come from 20% of your actions, and this applies to anything and everything. It is normal statistics. They started applying it for economics, but then it so turned out that it's applicable for business, for life, every single area. And how exactly does this principle benefit business is that in order for you to expand your business, all you have to do is identify that 20% of the effort which is giving you the maximum result, and use that to increase the impact and reach. The more impact you create through that service or product of yours, whichever is best selling for you, whichever is giving you your maximum revenue of all your revenue streams, that is what you will be using to maximize your business growth. Okay, that is what Pareto principle says, and that is the deeper secret behind day number 2 challenge. Now let's go to day 3 challenge, which was blunder awards. Umera, can you take a guess here? We are talking about business growth, and I've given a challenge
Right.
here which says blunder awards. Why do you think we did this challenge?
Probably to understand where we've gone wrong in our business so that
Okay,
we can improve and probably, uh, not repeat those mistakes again.
okay, good. Yes, you are right. Now let's come to the deeper secret that could be behind this challenge. What could be the deeper secret behind this challenge? Would you like to take a guess again on that? Okay, let me talk to Tasneem now. Tasneem, what do you think would be the deeper secret behind this challenge? When we are talking about business growth, why are we even talking about the failures in our life?
Similar to Mira's thought, I mean, uh, the blunders are basically methods that didn't work for us. So now we
Okay,
know these things are not going to work for us. So we need to try something new, something different.
okay, got it. So that is you're more or less right. But the deeper secret here is, um, let me give you an example. So have you seen those small toddlers? They go try and touch fire or the iron box, which we actually say it's hot, don't it? But they go on to touch it. The first time they touch it, what happens?
Like a reflex action. You touch it and you move your hand behind.
Would they ever go on near that fire or iron box after that again?
Probably not,
Why?
because they know that they're going to get some kind of shock or some kind of heat with that box.
Okay. Now, if we are going to take that analogy here into business, and let us equate the failures that we face in our business and in our life to fire. Once you face that failure, do you get the guts to go take another risk again? Do you get
Not
the
really.
guts?
Maybe you will take another risk, but you will not repeat the same old mistake once again.
Okay. But if you want to take that risk, do you get, are you 100% confident enough of taking that risk, or are you skeptic?
Definitely, you become little skeptical. You think twice.
Yes. So The deeper secret here is I wanted to understand when was the last time you took that risk to fail. The more recent our failures are, the more we are ready to face the risk. The less frequent, the less recent our failures are, means we are not ready enough to take that risk, which means we will not be able to grow in our business. So I'll give you an analogy. So whatever session that I am doing as a coach now is where I have reached in the 5 years of my coaching journey. But to reach here, I had to pass through so many failures. So the first failure that I had I had started with a niche where I wanted to help women restart their career. Okay. And that was exactly during that COVID break, when, as it is, it was like, not many people were getting offers. And the second thing is, women on breaks were already overwhelmed with the workload at home, and they were not even at a point of thinking of restarting their careers. And I was trying to sell it to them. So my time, my energy, my resources, everything there, it didn't materialize then. And then I invested in other courses. Uh, I think 2 years back, I invested in a course because I liked the way they were promoting. It's like uh, you can reach as many people as possible through your ads. But then even if you get one conversion out of that program, they designed a 5-day WhatsApp challenge, and if you doing just one conversion out of that challenge is going to help you earn all the money invested. Sounds like a very interesting bet by a hook. So what I did was I signed up for the program, and it so happened that I liked everything they taught. But then when it came to actually launching my program, I said I will not do it because what I felt is they were asking me to promote in a way which would actually hit on the fear lines of the people. I didn't want to capitalize on people's fears. I felt it was against my ethics. So whatever investments I had done for that coaching program, for buying that software, everything went waste because that particular framework works only when you're reaching on inorganic promotions, not an organic promotions. Every single thing, the investment in terms of money went futile. But then I got up from there again, and I again invested in a coach. This time I was able to succeed. And this coach had actually made me do an year with his guidance. I did an event here in Chennai, and the event was attended by 40 plus people, but the event was promoted free of charge, which means until people arrived at the hall, I had no guarantee people will turn up. Still, invested close to 1.5 lakhs till for the entire event. For my upskilling, for my marketing, all other efforts, I invested close to 1.5 lakhs. But as a result of that, I was able to get a returns of 3.5 lakhs. But that happened because I took the courage to get up from the past failures and still go on to invest on something new and take that risk again. But usually, what happens is when we face that first few failures, first few setbacks, and first few financial losses, especially, our mind doesn't give us the courage to make those investments again. So, the lesson that we have, the deeper message that comes with this challenge is that you need to keep failing forward, and that too faster. Only then you are going to find that progress in your business. Whatever progress, whatever growth, whatever heights you want to reach in your business, whatever plans you have to upgrade for and reach the 10x revenue, all that is going to come when you are ready to take that risk, fail forward, get up quickly, and learn to move forward. Okay. So Finally, let us move on to day 4 challenge. Day 4 challenge was about the first responders. Tasneem, how was this experience of doing the first responders for you? How many first responders were there in your network already? How many were not there? You're on mute.
The list of important people that we need to have connections with, that is the one you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. And what was your question again?
How many first responders did you have in your network currently? How many did you know you didn't have?
I don't remember number wise, but I think I had around 4 or 5 of them. So
Okay.
yeah, around four or
What is
five.
something you learned from this challenge? Why do you think we did this?
Um, if I think of it from my current business situation, it is good to have connections in various
Okay.
fields and industries.
Why is it good to have connections?
One, you can gain references through them.
Okay.
And second, when there are certain challenges that you face or you need advice in terms of your business, they come really handy.
Exactly. So, when we have a good network of first responders, they strengthen the weakest links in our business. Whatever failures we have, whatever challenges we have, they act as the safety net. That is the reason why people say your network is your net worth. It is not just because we will be able to access any potential client of us and help us grow in our business, but it is also because when you have a challenge, when you happen to fall, these are the people who are going to pick you up and help you grow in your business. That is why having a strong network of first responders is necessary. So I just said I failed in three particular service launches before this. Okay. But I was able to rise back because I had a support of, I had really had a very solid support of women entrepreneurs networking community. I had a coach who was working with me, who faced me, helped me face my failures, who helped me develop my resilience, and who helped me learn and come back stronger from every failure that I had. I was never alone. I always had people, whether it is mental support, emotional support, physical support, whatever support I needed. I always had people. And as a result of which, I'm here today telling you all that if you have a solid system of first responders, with who can come in really handy for your business, then your business growth is definitely guaranteed. Okay, that is the secret that I wanted you to learn from this. So if you have noted, if you don't have any set of first responders, that kind of support system, the idea is to help you understand that you will have to work on those areas, identify such connections, build connections with them, online, offline, wherever you can find them, just build connections with them, because they are the ones who are going to help you strengthen the weakest links in your business. Okay, coming back to our tasks, our sessions are so that it's not just you listen and you go back and take rest. Whatever insights that you hear about those day 2, day 3, day 4 challenges, I know you cannot act on every single thing all together at one time, but in order to make that process simple yet guaranteed, we are going to start with power of one. So I want you to list down one moment of truth you had for today and identify one small step, just one small step that you can take today based on this. It's not tomorrow, it's today, because tomorrow never comes. It's today, right after our session. You will take just one small step towards this one moment of truth you had for the day. What is it? I would love to know. Tasneem, what is your moment of truth for the day?
I was actually just trying to rewind my entire day in my head to remember what I've done. Um, but just sometime back, in fact, just before this meeting, I had a meeting with my team members,
Hmm.
and they were reaching out to me to see how we can approach people on LinkedIn
Hmm.
with a casual note for
Okay.
people specifically attending an event in Singapore. So
Okay.
we want to reach out to people and see if we can get them to connect with us,
Hmm.
so we can have a conversation and see how we can collaborate or contribute towards each other's businesses and their success. So
Okay.
that did strike a thought in my head that I should also be doing that same exact thing which I'm helping them with for my own brand, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was one realization you can say that I had in that meeting, that I would want to action.
Okay. Yes, Tasneem, getting into action is very, very important. So, what is one small step you will take right after the session?
I've already connected with a couple of people
That's
on LinkedIn.
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm having a conversation with one or two of them, and
Okay.
we'll see where that goes. I mean, just like having a casual conversation and then build from there.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for joining in. So, that was what we had for today. But before we wind up, one small reminder for you. Remember, consistency is the key. It is not you what you just start today with, what you are going to continue tomorrow, day after, and every single day henceforth. So, if you notice when we started this challenge, uh, first day 4 to 5 people responded, though there were 30 plus people in the group. First meeting, we a workshop we did, we had close to 10 participants join in. But as you see in the further days, the participation keeps reducing. And it is not just here in this WhatsApp challenge. It's not just in our life. Everywhere, everybody has that enthusiasm. That first step comes. But after that, taking actions continuously every single day is where people find it challenging. But if you are able to do that consistently, you're already way ahead of all the other people. So, in fact, if you see in the group, whoever has been submitting their challenges regularly, they would have had far better insights than people who are just observing. I will be straight away working on my business and see, okay, this is my area of lag, this is my area of strength. How do I leverage my strength? How do I overcome my area of lag? That comes naturally for people who are doing those challenges every single day. But those who are missing out will not be able to leverage from that. So participate in the reminder challenges and make sure you join the finale workshop on Sunday. We have 3 powerful secrets for business growth curated exclusively for you. So that's it from today's session. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we are done for the day.
No questions.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll meet on
Thank you.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.